Let's start off by having a moment of silence for Woodley's career. Hold on 1 second. Just 1 second. Moment of silence. That's Woodley's career going down the drain. Just like I told you guys, he's washed up. He don't want to fight no more. He's TMC Woodley. You know, he's out there rapping, making songs about me, hurting people's eardrums. So, you know, who called it? I said he was washed up. I said he's 40 years old. He's a 40-year-old virgin. You know, he doesn't want to fight anymore. All he did was show up for a paycheck. So, you know, I figured we'd have a moment of silence for him. And, you know, I'd pour out a beer for his career because just like his career, it went down right down the drain.
Colby Covington is coming to get his ass whooped. I ain't never in my life, I ain't never in my career, I ain't never in my existence as an adult human being wanted to f somebody up so bad, beat somebody so bad, embarrass somebody so bad, in his career so bad, take his life so bad. And I don't even say that figuratively, literally. I'm going to try to hurt him so bad, they're never going to want to let me fight in the UFC again.
He's happy to take a point deduction to kick him in the groin. You know, that's a Tyron Woodley that we've not seen before.
Tyron's mad. He doesn't like Colby.
Yeah, he doesn't like him. Yeah.
An angry Tyron is a scary human being.
Yeah.
He might be the fastest, hardest hitting 170 pounder that's ever lived.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is faster than Tyron? Who the fuck hits harder?
And I have to beat him for the culture. And I have to beat him for people that don't like Trump. And I have to beat him because he's annoying. I got to beat him because I'm the best. And he's just the next in line. I got to beat everybody. And I got to go out there and compete to the level that I'm capable because that's what God created me for.
Tyron Woodley has taken a real strong stance in terms of social justice and everything, right? The whole racial equality and everything that's happening in the world. And he has kind of made Colby the opposite. So maybe that is what he's using to motivate himself to finally go beat that guy that he's had that thing with for so long.
This rivalry is beyond personal. You know, this is for bragging rights for the rest of our lives. You know, there's no doubt that, you know, fighting me, he's going to get the biggest adrenaline and the biggest, you know, just motivation and his inspiration to come out here and try and knock me out. You know, I mean, this fight sells in so many different ways. You know, we used to be teammates. You know, the Republican liberal angle. You know, the hatred we genuinely have for each other.
I think this fight has ever been as meaningful as it ever was. Colby is never not a good choice to fight for a world championship. T. Wood has never not been a good choice for 6 years to not be fighting for a world championship. It's a match that needs to happen. It's personal. There's a grudge. There's a backstory. They used to be teammates. Colby then was training number one partner Masvidal. Masvidal and T. Wood are now training, getting ready. I mean, there's a lot on it.
Two guys that really hate each other. Bitter rivalry. Steeped in like personal hatred, social like commentary. There's so much riding on it. Both of them also coming off of losses. Both of them looking to prove something. I cannot imagine this not being an exciting fight. I think Covington's going to bring the absolute best out of Tyron Woodley. And when we see Tyron Woodley at the top of his game, he's awesome, dude. Oh,
this is a real beef, Mike. This isn't some manufactured beef like Marty Fake Newsman and Street Judas Masvidal tried to do, you know, where they're hugging at the end of the fight. Oh, bro, I love you. Good job. We made some money and we duped the fans and we tricked them all. This ain't that. Me and Tyron Woodley genuinely hate each other and we want to kill each other. And that's what's going to be inside the octagon. And when the business is finished, I got nothing to say to him. If Tyron Woodley does not leave the octagon on September 19th live on ESPN on a stretcher, then I didn't do my job, Mike.
Covington, tremendous volume striker, good wrestling, gas tank for days. And love him or hate him, however you feel, Covington's got balls. And he fights at a fast pace and he takes it to his opponents. So it's a dangerous fight for Tyron Woodley. He could go from being, potentially, he could go from being the champion and people talking about him being one of the greatest of all times, the greatest welterweight of all time. That's what Tyron Woodley wanted to be known as. To now potentially losing 3 in a row. Now for Tyron Woodley, it's a fucking tough fight. You got to respect Tyron Woodley. Credit where credit's due. Lost his belt to Usman, tough fight. Lost the next fight to Gilbert Burns, which again, no shame. Gilbert's a very, very tough fighter. But however, he's now lost 2 in a row. For Tyron Woodley, this is kind of make or break for his career. Of course, it's personal and he wants to win this fight, right? And he certainly has the potential to do it. If he fights. He seems to have this mental block lately. Against Usman, he wasn't particularly active. Against Gilbert Burns, same thing, wasn't active. He has to be active. He has to break the mold.
And, you know, speaking of his last 2 fights, you know, those guys, yeah, they beat him on the judges' scorecards. This fight ain't going to the judges' scorecards. I'm going to leave no doubt I am the best welterweight in the world. I'm going to add another world champion to my resume, my long list of amazing resume that I already have, and I'm going to finish him. It's not going to the judges' decisions. I promise you that. He will get left unconscious inside that octagon. The fight's going to speak for itself. I think that the fans are going to speak up, and they're going to realize the way I finish Tyron Woodley and the way I leave him motionless inside that octagon, there will be no doubt who the best fighter in the world is. You know, those guys, yeah, they beat him in decisions, but none of them finished Tyron Woodley. I go out there and finish Tyron Woodley. I cement myself as the best welterweight in the world, and I cement myself for the next welterweight title shot. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I think it's where I can come up within a game plan, within strategy, making a miss, making a pay, stopping the shot, making a pay, putting pressure on them, punching them in the face, standing there, bullying them. I think those things are going to make him jump on legs from way far out, swing wide shots, and then he's going to crumble. He's a quitter. Like when you really look at him, when you saw him get hit in the body by Usman, when you see him, Willie Alves put an arm around his neck, he just has not been in a position many times to quit. He's focusing and training because now he remembers what it's like to be in there with me. He remembers what it's like to train with me. And you can only fake the media out so much. Now he has to train. He's in a different camp, under different circumstances, and he got to live up to all the stuff he's been talking. So now he's in there training hard, and I like that because I'm in there training hard. If I focus on getting what's in me out every fight, it's going to be an indirect. If you want to see this dude get his ass whooped, if you don't believe in what he stands for, boom, now that's going to be solved. But if I focus on one thing, getting the best Tyron out there, I'm going to solve all of those problems. Do I feel like this is for the culture? For sure.
When you look at their interactions, the way that they are, I mean, Colby was on a video with the president yesterday, right? Tyron has been completely opposite of what the president represents, as a lot of people are, and there are a lot of people that support the president, as Colby does. So they're just polar opposites.
I'm not over the hill. I'm really just getting started because, as I said before, what I've added, I never did a 6 a.m. cardio. So I'm adding. I never put myself in uncomfortable situations where I'm outputting so much volume in these 5 rounds and I'm tired. I'm doing strength conditioning right after it, and I'm going to sleep.
You know, you would think with all the running and dodging he's done for me, Mike, that he would have this insane cardio. But no, he's getting gassed out by school teachers on some gladiator reality show.
Tell me how you going to put your chin on the treadmill. Put your chin on the treadmill. Let me see the cardio of your chin when I punch you like you ain't never been fucking hit in your life.
September 19th, you've called your shot. Come get it, boy. It's been long brewing for many, many years. Come see me, we're going to find out who the best is. And after I get done with you, you're not going to be recognizable to your family. And we know you're just showing up for that paycheck to pay all those mouths you got to feed, because we know you got kids with multiple wives and multiple women. So, you know, show up.
I never in my career, number one, I never even punched a person as hard as I can in a fight. All my knockouts are on timing. I call somebody slipping, boom, pop, right up on them. That's where my knockouts come from. I ain't never just looked at somebody and said, I'm finna punch you and try to break your skull. I'm finna try to push your shit in so bad, yeah, your mom won't notice you. You'll never fight it.
The only thing I'll probably say to him is, you know, I hope your mom's not watching. Mama Woodley, don't watch this fight. You don't want to see your son go unconscious in that octagon September 19th.